Hey, welcome to Cyber CST Nation, and I'm Mike Lemon. Appreciate you being here. It's our first episode of Cyber Coffee with Cyber Cops, and this one we want to kind of just review 2020, where we've been as we created Cyber CST and Cyber CST Nation, and also kind of give you an idea where we're going and how we're expanding what we do to really help you as parents be better parents. Excuse me. It's live, so it is what it is. So what we want to do is really first thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining the Cyber CST Nation Facebook group. And if you haven't, you can take this time to jump in the Cyber CST Nation group now. We'll throw a link down below if you may be watching this on YouTube or one of the different Facebook channels. But we want to thank you for your support. Thank you for the support that you've given us over the last year. We know it's been hard, definitely on you. It's been hard on families, been hard on businesses, and it's been hard on us as well. But we've been able to adapt. We've been able to change and really kind of change what we do and change our focus. And that's kind of what we want to talk about today. If you don't know who we are, what we do, again, my name is Mike Lemon. I'm a retired cyber cop from the Bowling Green Police Department here in Kentucky. And in 2015, I'd been a cyber cop for about 13 years and really had a passion for investigating online crimes against children. And so in 2015, I started a company called Millstone Labs, and that comes from Luke 17:2. It's better to tie a millstone around their neck and be thrown in the river than to harm one of my children. And so we started helping small agencies. Excuse me. Allergies are pretty good right now. But we started helping small agencies, rural agencies, investigate online crimes against children, and also investigate or help keep their children safe, as well as find these predators and put them in prison. So over the last couple of years, we've been doing that. And what we really decided to do is to really invest in educating kids, because we came to a point, or I came to a point with Millstone Labs, to either we had to really help people, help small agencies find the people after it happened, or we had to have the ability to prevent these things from happening. And really, that's kind of what I wanted to do, is focus on preventing these things from happening. So what we started doing in end of 2017, and beginning of 2018 is really focus on training in schools. And since that time, really the year and a half until COVID hit, we trained around 20,000 students and around 5,000 parents and youth involved adults. And so we've had the ability to really dig deep with these kids and parents, and we've made a very, very big impact. I'm pretty proud to say that we do surveys of the kids after the training, and 98% of those kids said they were less likely to send a nude photo or less likely to cyberbully another student. So we knew we were making a great impact. But during this time that we haven't been able to get in schools, I really see the effects of what is happening to kids and how it's happening. We realize that it's not just about educating parents. It's not just about, of students. It's not just about giving them that information. Parents need that information as well. And so we're looking at how we can develop, how we can turn into more focused on training parents. And during that, we did that this summer and began working at it this fall. And again, you have time to think, you have time to progress in what you're doing. And we really realized that, the issues kids are having online, the things that kids are doing, in my view, is really just a symptom for the problems they're having. And whether it's a social life, whether it's family life, whatever it is. And so I think that we really, really want to kind of get a little bit more into, just instead of just helping with the cyber safety, there's a lot more things we can do with families. And so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be really turning into, instead of just a go into school training a company, we're moving into a more online but more family education, because in reality, we can train the kids, and that's great. And they get a good 30, 45 minutes, 50-minute, whatever their class schedule is. They get a great training that day. But they go home. They go back to their friend groups. They go back to doing, eventually they can go back to regress to what they were doing before. And so what we want to do is really have an all-encompassing ability to help families, to help you, the parent, be the parents that your children need to become the family that you want to have. And so in this journey that's going to begin next month, and I know people, New Year's resolution. Well, this is just the timing of what we had. If it was in March, then it would be starting in April. But in this new journey, we really want to not just lead you around and say, hey, this will do this, because every family is different. What we want to be is kind of your guide, kind of your Sherpa, going up the parenting Mount Everest. We want to give you the ability to make it there on your own, because every family we know is different. So if I tell one parent that they should allow their child, or they can allow their child to be online, or if I tell them, maybe it's a totally different situation. So what we're doing is had a Facebook user says, there's a link, if you're in Facebook, there's a link that says StreamYard. If you click that link, then I can actually see your name and I can see your profile. But where's the family training? All parents should not think that it's not me. I'm a good mom or dad. True. We want people can kind of get down on other parents, but I have a lot of sympathy for parents, because I know a lot about this stuff, because this is what I've done for many years. We're asking parents who haven't experienced this as a child to turn into educated parents who have the ability, who have the know-how to how to deal with this stuff. In reality, we're first generation parents dealing with these things. Our kids are going to handle it totally different, but I've got a lot of sympathy and I've got a lot of compassion for parents because no one's taught them how to do it. And that's that's a great segue into what we want to do. Is we want to help not only with the cyber, right? The cyber safety. As I said, it's just a symptom. What we also want to do is help you with your the rest of everything going on. And so that's not my specialty, but what I'm going to be doing is curating the experts in the field to help to bring that information to you, so that you, like I said, can be the parent your child needs and have the family that you want. And so that's the journey we're going to be going on over the next year. And so overall, I have one goal, and that is to reach 100,000 parents. And I know it's a big goal. I know, I had a buddy ask me a couple of days ago, what if you don't make 100,000 parents? I was like, well, if we reach 75,000 parents, think of the impact we can make. If we reach 50,000 parents, think of the change we can make. If we reach 25,000 parents, think of the impact on society that we can make. That's 25,000 families that we have impacted, and they're living a better life because of the guidance that we are wanting to give. And so I'll show you a couple people who are going to be joining this journey with us. Let me kick over here. I got it behind the camera, so got to look around there. So the first one is Carrie Isham. She is out of Canada, and she is a therapist and a sex educator. She's a sexual health educator. She has her own company called Power Up Education. Excellent trainer. If you've been on the Nation for more than probably a month, you've probably seen one of my interviews with her. And she has, the sexual health is not only things that go on online. It's actually things that go on in their friend groups, in their communities, in the home. And so helping you get through those the steps and understanding kind of where they are and what's normal, what's not normal, and how to handle different situations. We want to help you be able to make better informed decisions. And like I said, we want you to be the parent that your child needs, even though it may not be the one they want, right? They may not be the parent they want, but it's definitely the parent they need. Second is Tim Gray. Now, Tim we just shot the new version of Finding Your Why. very powerful. We'll put out a couple clips here in the next couple of days to kind of show you what Tim is. But Tim is a very inspirational speaker, very inspirational. He does an incredible job, and his Finding Your Why presentation is really about how kids can find out what they want to do, find out how to do it, and then find your why. And when you find your why, then you find your passion. And so actually we were talking today about the kids that we see, kids that we talk to, how the motivation isn't there like it seems to be when we were growing up. One of the things I said was, how many kids do you know who are 16, 18, maybe even 20 years old who don't have a driver's license? They don't have that. They don't have the desire to have that driver's license. But for me, as soon as 16 in one day, I was ready to get a driver's license. All my friends were ready to get driver's license. Even if you didn't have a car, you still wanted a driver's license. And so part of what we were talking about is that the kids don't have the goals. They don't know where the goals are. And so they're not reaching for those goals. They're not finding their why they want to do things. The next one is Miss Lakila LeBeau. She is part of B Dynamics, and she is a very, very inspirational speaker as well. A ton of energy. She has a ton of energy. And we shot her interview will be coming out at the beginning of the year yesterday, and it's really about what we just talked about with Tim is finding your why, but hers is really about how to have vision, how to have a goal for your children, and how to help them find their goal, find their vision, so they are on a path to be successful. And this is what we all want for our kids. It's what we want for your kids. Is we want to make sure that our kids are successful as successful adults, not to clear the road before them. They're going to have hurdles. They should have hurdles, but how to give them the tools they need to be successful adults. And the excuse me, the fourth one here is Joe Langford of BeHeroes.net. And he has an app called it's 411. I apologize, Joe. I've got it actually on my phone, which is on the ground, so it doesn't vibrate. But he is also a therapist and a sexual health educator. And what he does is he really dives deep into these apps. And so we know there's millions of apps out there, right? There's millions and millions of apps out there, and you can't know everyone. And so he goes through and does the research for you and comes out with, hey, these are the things you need to know about the app, whichever one you're looking at. And so you can check out his website, and he also has a podcast that has his rundown of these apps. Excuse me a second. Didn't realize my throat was bothering me until I started talking this much. So I have another comment. So let me kick over to helping children is all I want to do now that I'm a parent myself. And that's exactly what we want to do. We all have certain skill sets. I'm not a great motivational speaker like Tim. I don't have the energy of Lakila. I don't have the knowledge that Carrie has. But together we can all bring that to you and bring that and present that to you, so you can be the parent that has the information, the parent that other parents are looking to, because things that other people don't know. And that's what we really, really want to do. So we're going to be doing this. And so kind of what can you expect? We're going to be doing the Coffee with the Cyber Cop every Thursday, starting the beginning of the year. And so every Thursday about this time, if you have if this is a bad time and people say, hey, we wish it could be at this time, we can look at changing it. But for right now, we're looking at this time every week to have this Coffee with the Cyber Cop, where I'll give you some training. I'll give you some insight and answer any questions that you all have. And so, and we can have people like like Carrie, like Joe, like Tim and Lakila, and have them on here to help with their specialties as well. And we'll be growing this group of professionals to help you. And so besides that, we're going to be having at least a weekly video that'll be coming out that really has, whether it's excuse me, whether it's a step-by-step tutorial of maybe how to set up apologies. It could be a step-by-step tutorial to set up screen time, or maybe, some of the things we have set up is, how do predators work? How do predators interact? What's their strategies? What's, simple ways to, maybe 3 or 4 simple ways to keep your kids safe from predators. I have a series that we're going to be going through, and so each one of those is going to be its own individual posts. And so we're going to have the live Q&A, live interviews, and then we'll have more of the insight of how to, down and dirty, how to actually do the things we're talking about, step-by-step instructions for parents. And so what we want to be really is a resource to you. And so it's not just, hey, my kid is on Snapchat and sending pictures, but hey, my kid's on Snapchat and sending pictures. Now let's kind of dive into why your kid is sending pictures and give you the resources to help your child, so they're not doing these things that are damaging their future. And a big thing is, setting those goals for them, finding their why and finding where their goalpost is for their future. Have scroll down here. Absolutely. Together we can make the team. Absolutely. And again, I'll say it. Well, it's something that we're going to have to kind of learn as we go. But if you, in the description, there should be a link to allow StreamYard to see your post, to see your profile. Click on that link, and from here on out, if we're doing these live, you make a comment, it'll actually show your picture and your name, and I can thank you directly. Kind of hard for one person right now to go. If I had a different iPad open, then I could view that as well. But maybe I'll do that next time. We're going to learn as we go. But the whole point of this is to help you, the parent, because the cyber safety is a piece of the overall goal, which is for you to be the parent that your children need, so you can have the family that you want. And so as we're going forward, if you have any questions, say, hey, I want to know more about this, more about that. This is what this Cyber Safety Nation is for. And we're going to put these videos out across platforms, to our YouTube channel, to the Facebook Cyber Safety page. But this is really what we're looking to do, is to help you to move. We're going to still be doing trainings in schools. So we'll still be doing trainings for parents, but we really want to help you on a deeper level. And speaking of trainings for parents, if you have a group of parents, if you have a Facebook page for parents, if you have a meeting, a group where you all meet online. I know we're not going to be doing anything in person for a while, but to reach our goal of 100,000, all of the parent training that I do will be free for 2021. So I want to reach 100,000 parents. That's one of those ways. So if you have a parent group, let me know. Reach out to me, send me a message. We'll get something scheduled. If you have a page or a Facebook group for your parents that you deal with, we can do lives just like this on there and do what training is going to be called the 4 cores, or the 4 cores for a cyber safe family. And so we'll talk about those a little bit later, beginning of the year, exactly what that training is. But we'll give you this kind of quick one. The 4 cores of this. 1 is parent education. That's you. 2 is your student or child education. 3 is setting the expectations. That's a contract. And 4 is how to use technology. Even if your technology is simply once a week walking through their phone and flipping through their phone, that's still using technology. But we're going to talk about that more in depth a little bit later. But this training, 4 course training, is going to be free. We're going to be shooting the video so you can watch it on video. You can, if you want us to do it live and interact with your group, we'll absolutely do this. So we're coming to the end of this, and I just want to kind of let you know where we are, or where we were, where we're going. And if you have any questions, drop them in the comments. I'll get to them as soon as I can, as soon as they get notified that it's in there. And again, we're here to help you to be the parent that your child needs. We're here to help you to have the family that you want. And my name is Mike Lemon, and y'all have a blessed day.